feel better.
Oh, no, not another box of dogs.
It's another box of dogs!
Stop drinking liberal piss water.
Woof, woof.
Woof, woof, indeed. How are you, folks? I just realized this is kind of a happy birthday stream to my dead idiot brother. Way to go, loser. Fucking die. Faggot. Anyway, this stream was inspired by by a recent podcast I did with Doc Jones. Hope many of you have seen it. Apparently the shorts are getting some views. And then some follow on from things that happened on Facebook. And I got to say, right from the off here, I'm going to apologize right from the outset for agreeing with Andrew Tate so much in this stream. I'm going to be agreeing with him. Let's turn the speakers down. For fuck's sake, I forgot they were up. Yeah, I'm going to be quote him a couple of times and agree with him, because the way I see it, we have a cowardice problem in this fucking world still. You know, I thought COVID would have cured many of us of it, but I'm afraid it's still well and truly out there. Happy Easter, folks. It's Easter Sunday. It is now officially Easter Sunday here in Melbourne, Australia. I hope you're having a good Easter and getting lots of chocolate and shit. But this situation in Israel, it's the issue of our times, as we said on the podcast. And it's just concerning me that people are still using the phrase anti-Semitism. So this whole thing is just going to be a bit of a rant off the top of my head. I had a whole bunch of stuff before, but as we can see here, I'm going to play this video. This video inspired all this stuff going on.
עזוב את הדגל, בחייאת. אני בשוק.
It's a crow removing the Israeli flag.
מה? אני בהלם. אני בשוק.
It's pretty wild. It's a pretty wild video. Like, he just fucking takes it off. Why isn't that good?
עורב! אנרכיסט, הלו! עזוב את הדגל, בחייאת. אני בשוק.
Yeah. Bro, just
עורב,
It's
מה?
up there.
אני בהלם. אני בשוק.
and takes the flag off. It's quite a thing. It's quite an amazing thing. Now I figure that someone asked, is this AI? It's not AI. That's real. I mean, that doesn't look anything like AI. Crows can be trained. I know it's I tend to think that is more likely that crow has been trained than it has an actual political opinion, because I don't know if you know this, as smart as crows are, politically they're fuckwits. Get into a conversation with one. They know nothing about international. So I don't think he has an opinion. However, the thought, I mean, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. But the thought that this is purely an organic thing that happened, that just a crow was flying by and went, you know what? Fuck Israel. Fuck these Zionist motherfuckers. I'm going to fucking show where the birds stand. Yeah, fucking take that, Israel. Gone. Fuck yeah. I'm just amazed that I don't know where this was, where it happened. If it was Israel, the last thing you would see would just be, you would hear a shot, or actually you wouldn't hear the shot until afterwards, but you would just see that crow disappear into a pile of feathers, just poof, because an Israeli sniper would have taken it out. They are good, those snipers. I mean, if they can hit knees from a mile away, they could take out a crow, no problem. Especially an anti-Semitic crow like this one clearly is. Taking down the, oh, you motherfucker. Oh, do you tweet? Huh? I'd like to see your Twitter. Are you tweeting? What are you tweeting? Some anti-Semitic bullshit, I bet. There it goes. Yeah, good on you, crow. You're a legend as far as I'm concerned, because that is the issues I'm talking about. Anti-Semitism. It's fucking... Look, as far as I'm concerned, if you still use the word anti-Semitism, you're part of the problem. You know what I mean? Anti-Semit, we discussed this. I discussed this with E. Michael Jones. So I guess I'm in a very different place to everyone else with all this. But, you know, I've been doing the armor of God thing, which is, it's a great thing to do. You just tell the truth. Now, I've only just started doing it. I may yet fail at it. I probably will before I get it right. And I even avoid, even with this Facebook thing. And I don't want this to come off like if I can, oh, look at this thing on Facebook, and then he said, and then I said, and I'm saying I'm so smart. No, I'm just trying to get across. I was going to put screenshots up, and I went through and edited out all the names and everything. But what's the point? It's it's pointless, and I'm not going to read the whole things. I just want to get the things across, and the frustration I'm feeling, because seriously, we know what the word anti-Semitism is. It's a control word. It's a word that means, careful, motherfucker, we will take your life away from you. We will take your savings. We'll take your job. Anyway, so that was posted. This video was posted on Facebook. And I commented, I said, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Historically speaking, the time is up for the Jewish state of Israel. They've never lasted more than 80 years in one place. Person A comes back. A lot of Jewish people are opposing what Israel is doing. Yes, as we said, the good ones. I'm awfully aware. I'm fully aware. As I've stated previously, those are the ones who will suffer most. Then she makes a joke. I said something about Bibi. He's all about that. They made some jokes and then came back with, I don't know the ins and outs. I just reckon dropping bombs on kids and families is bad. We can all agree on that. This is probably the milquetoast level of opinion that I'm talking about here. This is like posting shit on without any action behind it, posting shit on social media and saying, yeah, we know. That's the point of this whole thing. It is bad what they are doing because no one holds them accountable. See, here's the thing that I've come to tonight. I don't think the problem is the Jews. I don't think the problem is Israel. I don't think the problem is Zionists. I think we have a cowardice problem in this world. This is the same as when guys go on about women now. Oh, women, they're out of hand. You know, feminism's destroyed the family unit and da-da-da. Yeah, well, men let that happen. As men, we let that happen. Now, it was a little fucking late for me, but the men let that happen through just folding under the specter of feminism and not standing up for the women, not sorting out their, not fucking stepping in and saying, hey, we've got these problems. Women have these problems. We need them to not have these fucking problems. But there was more than that behind the feminist movement. But men let that happen to some degree. And that's where I'm saying we have a cowardice problem. It's not the Jews that are a problem. The problem is everyone's afraid of them. All the politicians are fucking owned by them. It's a mess. It's a nightmare. If that's not addressed, these issues, if people were holding them accountable, they never would. This genocide would have been stopped much quicker. No one would have put up with this if people were holding them accountable. I mean, people need to be held accountable. Is the point I'm trying to make? Anyway, some guy comes along and says, referring to Israelis in connection to Judaic scriptures and their relationships to Messiah is an oxymoron. Zionism is a complete antithesis of what expected. Blah, 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 blah. There's that schism again, because I said the Jews. And this is the pedantic minutia that people are getting caught up in, right? We're saying, I mean, that as milquetoast as that opinion is, I just think that bombing women and children is bad. As milquetoast as that is the fucking heart of the matter. These people are coming at me. Oh, this fucking Zionists and Jews are different. I don't fucking care. It's a different thing. I said, and here I explain, I didn't say Israelis. I said the Jewish state of Israel, i.e. Zionists. Right? It gets, people hear words. And look, I'm guilty of this too. I've barely read a lot of these replies. Like, I read the first part and I kind of go, okay, you're saying this stuff again. I know where you're going with this. I can't do this again. Anyway, this is when this other friend comes in. And this guy is a friend and I respect him. He's an intelligent man. He starts saying the crow, raven, is Woden's bird. The god of smartfulness corresponds to Hermes, Mercury. And that bird takes down the flag not by tearing it up, but by unpicking a knot. Omen says use intelligence to unite the knots. Like, it's quoting shit from... Okay, so he goes on. It's very intelligent, all the stuff he says. It's very interesting. It's very insightful. But again, and anyway, later on, he says, sorry for lecturing. I feel frustrated. And I'm like, you feel fucking frustrated. He says, in Australia, I suggest we campaign to stop arms sales to Israel. Duh. To have the... He said, duh, not me. To have the IDF classified as a terrorist organization to fast-track Palestinian refugees. Okay, great. But do you think the government are going to listen to us? Again, they don't give a fuck about us because they see us as a bunch of cowards. You know, he goes into something about Asherah, according to some gods and goddesses, but I don't think this is... And someone comes along and says, this is probably the most sober take I have heard on the entire fiasco. May cool heads ultimately prevail. Great. Yeah, may cool heads. But they're not prevailing, are they? How is that the most? I think we've all agreed on that shit. Anyway, he goes on some other shit. And anyway, this is where it gets into the meat of the matter. I say, as soon as you use the phrase anti-Semitism, you've lost me. How so, he asks. Anti-Semitism is a control word. It's used to control people through fear, namely the fear of being called anti-Semitic. And I reject it. The same as I reject all the other control words like racist, homophobe, transphobe, etc. These words come with an inherent threat, being, if we label you, you will suffer. You will lose everything because we don't like what you say, and I reject it. Absolutely. The phrase Christ is king is now considered an anti-Semitic slur. They're attacking an entire fucking religion that they don't like, by the way. Christians are considered enemies to the Jewish people. And they've flooded Christian world with Muslims now. So They're attacking an entire fucking religion, and they are attacking people's basic freedoms. And this is how they get away with bombing innocent women and children in Gaza, because people are terrified. The politicians are owned. We need to clear out our politicians. We need to get rid of them. We need to overhaul the governments. We can't do anything with these people being in power. It's ridiculous. They are owned. They are all owned. We know this. No government on the planet is about the will of the people. They're about the will of the powerful, of the elites, of corporations. We are literally living in a state of fascism. People need to wake up to this shit. Look up the definition of fascism, and you'll see it's basically what you are living under currently. That is all it needs to say. Anyway, so I go on. Do you seriously think that they care that you considers them terrorists, or that you don't want to send them bombs? Do you think your government is listening to you? Because they're not. No government on this planet. I'm saying all the stuff that I just said. It's up to us to let these cunts know that we're not playing their games anymore. And that starts with really embracing freedom of speech, because we need to talk to one another. You can't, like, I play these video games on my phone, and the video games limit what you can say. They limit the speech. And in that context, it's kind of good. I like it in that context, because, I can't, like, if I play this tennis game, which is the most ridiculous shit, but it is, like, this is the personification of the world they are pushing us towards, because in the tennis game, if you do talk to anyone, you can't really say anything. You can say, well played, good game, nice shot. There's like 4 emojis. There's 4 emotions that you can express. Now, also, it just happens to be in this game, the women are better at tennis than the men. I mean, is that a reality that meshes with reality? This is an argument that's been had, where, like, some female tennis player will come along and go, I can beat any man, and some drunken man comes out and beats, that's like 300th in the world. That's like an old tennis player comes out and beats them. Right. So this video game is the personification of what they want the world to be, where you can't say anything. You can't say anything other than nice shot, good game. Is that how you're going to deal with a situation like Israel and Palestine? Just get out there protesting. Nice shot, Palestine. Nice shot, Israel. Yeah, that's kind of encouraging them, isn't it? Well, those snipers, nice shot, good game. Right, so they're limiting our speed. You can't. It's an insane inversion of what we're headed to in this world. What they want for it, and now, like, there are nice things about it, but what's that other video? Fucking Harv will know this. I don't know if he's watching, but it was the fucking. They're talking about the sexual liberation being, these are like little baubles for the slaves. Like, they give us these things, and like all the things that they've given us, that they say this makes you free. The fact that you can be fucking anyone you want now. These are all things you can do in a cell. I thought that was a really astute observation. I thought that was very good. All these things are things you can do in a cell. The reality is, if people weren't afraid of the consequences of speaking up, I don't care if people call me anti-Semitic, because I know what's up. I know I don't simply hate Jews. As I keep saying, there are many good Jewish people in the world. I say it constantly. That won't save me. That won't help me if they decide to label me anti-Semitic. Right? Like what they've done with Candace Owens. It's not, so I don't give a fuck. Call me, I don't fucking care. Call me anti-Semitic. I don't care. Call me racist. I don't care. Call me a homophobe, transphobe. I don't care. All your threat words are meaningless to me. It means nothing to me. The issue I have with this, and I've been through this before, in 6 months, people will be saying the same thing that I'm saying now, but I will still be considered a bad person. I swear it will happen, because it's happened before. I've been through it before. I've done this before. Excuse me, I'm hitting the hard drink. I'm on the Sunkist. Oh, God. Let's come to this. Oh, it's smooth. Yeah. I drank last night, so I can't drink 2 nights in a row. I can't drink anymore. Well, I can and I will, but turns out drinking half a bottle of bourbon can fuck you up the next day. And beer and whatever. Anyway, where was I? I don't know if to bother going back to this. Anyway, I ended up I'm not happy with myself. So don't throw around those words around me, because I'll simply own it. Yes, I am anti. I just did that. Jesus Christ, you think you're frustrated? I'm typing in all caps here. That was a little joke I liked. Anyway, we've been fighting this social retardation for years, knowing what it gets us. As far as I'm concerned, anyone who uses those words is complicit in the killing of Palestinian people, and I'm done with it. Anyway, I left it. That was last night. I said all these things. I was like, oh, actually, night before last, as it's now 20 to 2 in the morning. So I was just like, I'm not even going to look at any comments from it, because this is a pointless conversation. Anyway, after a while, I thought, fuck it. I should look, see what they say. And it just, the whole thing flared up again. It's like it's this nuts. Like, tell me, am I nuts? Am I crazy? Am I wrong? So he comes back with, well, except not. It's pretty much the other way around. Promoting anti-Semitism is complicity in the killing of Palestinian people, because anti-Semitism is part of the dynamic that caused and maintains the situation in Gaza. Okay, how? How is anti-Semitism causing the situation in Gaza? Okay, the Gazans don't like the Jews, right? And you're calling them anti-Semitic as though they've got no reason to not like the Jews, as though their hatred of the Jewish people is irrational. Seriously. It is a Punch and Judy thing. The puppeteer's hand is up the arse of both Punch and Judy and the hangman and the devil, but let's not go overboard. I get what you're saying, man, but bringing the anti-Semitism into that, like, What the Jews are doing to the Palestinians is anti-Semitic. That's anti-Semitism. Like this is the levels of rationalization, and what it comes back to again is no, don't bomb women and children in Gaza. Don't just commit genocide. Not cool, right? As far as I'm concerned, the minute someone starts committing a genocide, it's up to everyone else to go, no, we don't do that. We decided not to do that. You know, it was tried. Didn't work. It's been tried many times. A lot of people don't like other people, so they think, oh, well, let's just kill them all. Generally, it's like, no, we don't really. That's not how grown-ups do it. It's not how adults handle their fucking problems. Didn't your parents ever teach you, like, not to genocide your brothers and sisters? Like, wasn't that a thing growing up? Like, I know you want to kill your brothers and sisters, and yeah, that would solve a lot of your problems. But, you know, it's just not the done thing. Plus, you'll go to jail or a psych ward or something for the rest of your life. Anyway. So, I was like, what? Anyway, he continued. Once they've made you a racist, etc., then they've won. And I got to admit, a lot of this, I'm reading these for the first time because I get halfway through these and I just react and I post something. So I'm guilty of being a reactionary fuckhead, probably. But I see where they're going and it just like, anyway. Also, make your fucking point in the first. Like some of these responses, seriously, they go on for like 10 paragraphs in a Facebook thread. Seriously. Make your point and then shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Look, like this fucking crow makes his point. Look at this. Bam. All right. I'm coming in. I don't like this flag. I don't like this flag. I'm not even going to take it for my nest. Look at that. Not even take. Look, I'm going to tear it off. Oh, maybe I will take it for my nest. Maybe this could be a nice lining. And you know what? Fuck it. Nah, don't want it. There it goes. Bam. Mr. Crow makes a point. Don't fuck around with 10 paragraphs. Just goes up and there goes, blue and white flag. Don't like blue and white flags. Star of David on the blue and white. I like it even less. That flag's gone. Get that fucking flag the fuck out of here, motherfucker. I ain't fucking around with no fucking. We're gonna let you know which side the crow. See, that crow has got more balls than most people these days. That's my problem here. Okay, so let's just a little bit more because I was so angry before and I was making all these fucking points and I should write shit down, but I thought I'd just come in here and do this because I'm tired. It's late. I just realized it's my brother's birthday and he's dead. Fucking pussy. What a cunt. Anyway, you know what they say, speak ill of the dead. Norm MacDonald, rest in peace. You fucking goat fucker. Once they've made you a racist, etc., then they've won. They've made you do. I think I read that. Oh no, he's repeating himself. Once they've made you a racist, etc., then they've won. They made you Judy, and Judy doesn't even win in the puppet show for what that's worth. Bad enough being punched. Okay, so but the people who are doing the genocide are the puppeteers in this case. Like, Every time you own anti-Semitism, you are killing another Palestinian child. See, I disagree entirely. Like, this whole kind of like, cowardice cannot win the day. We're not going to win the day by stepping back and going, you know what? I know that they're committing fucking genocide right now. We don't like seeing all the dead children. We hate seeing the women being forced to undergo cesareans and surgeries without any anesthetic. We hate seeing the kids dying from being operated on because they don't have any anesthetic and they're dying from the shock of the pain. But just don't be mean to the Jews, okay? Saying anti-Semitism in that fucking, it's like throwing a snowball in a snowstorm. It makes no fucking sense. Right? You understand, Semitism is the region. It's the whole, just because the Jews have fucking decided that they are exclusively the Semitic people. Well, the Semitic people are the Palestinians as well. And that whole region is Semitic. And it's a language. Every time you own anti-Semitism, you are killing another Palestinian child. See, he's throwing that in because I said that people who say anti-Semitism are complicit. Okay, let me rephrase that. Anti-Semitism is part of what feeds the dynamic that kills Palestinians of all ages. So I just think that's completely backwards. I mean, please tell me, am I wrong? Am I completely fucked up here? Have I got this completely wrong? Because as I see it, anti-Semitic, it's a thing that just we need to ignore. They've pushed it too far, right? We can agree. They've gone too far. It does matter. If we want to get out of the puppet theater, we can't be puppets. Yeah, but Jesus, as soon as you say anti-Semitism, you are being a puppet. As soon as you don't say what you really want to say, you are being a puppet. And I really believe, because I'm frustrated here, I don't know what to do. But I think Mike came up with a really a beautiful answer when he said, what we need to do is talk. We need to talk to each other. I think that was a wonderful. There was a few moments in that podcast that were really hard for me. Like when he said, "What did you do? Did you do anything? Did you do anything?" That fucking hit me like a spear through the chest. Because I was just like, "What am I doing?" And then I asked him, like, "What can we do?" He said, "Talk. We need to talk. People need to talk." And to talk, you need to be able to talk unfettered. You can't have a conversation if there are people standing over you going like umpires going, careful, you don't say this word or that word. I know there's not a whole lot of words we can't say, and most of the words come from fairly hateful places. But I have a story about that, and I've been meaning to talk about it. So fuck it, I'll do it on this stream. The N-word. And be aware that I am about to say the N-word quite a few times, probably, because I have to get my point across. But I will say N-word as much as possible. So I understand some people might not like to me, you'll understand why it has a different meaning for me in a minute, okay? I was about to say, for me, it only has fond memories, but that probably is not gonna, that may not come across quite how I want it to. Okay. Here's the thing about the word, the N word. When they came out and they started saying white people can't say the N word, I started saying the N word. Before that, I hadn't said the N word in years. I had no reason to say it. Now, I understand people can be offended by that. There are words that offend me. There are things, the B slur that we use in Australia for Aboriginal people offends me. That's a word that if I hear it, I go, that it sickens me. It's like I have a physical reaction to that word. So I understand in America, perhaps people feel like that about it and they don't want to hear the word. They don't, right? However, I have a reason why up until I was about 12 or 13, I used to say nigger a lot, right? Now, do you think that's because I was racist? Do you think it's because I was just like this little white boy in Australia that was just like, he fucking N-words? No. It was because one of my friends was called nigger. That was his name. That's what everyone called him. It's nuts. His name was Adam Cartledge, but everyone called him nigger. And then one day, and I was coming back from boarding school, and my mother told me that nigger had died. After that, I really didn't say nigger a lot. And after a while, I didn't say it at all. But you can see I had a reason to say it that wasn't at all hateful. It was just what everyone called this kid. He was just one of those kids. He was always in the sun. And, Adam was a good fucking kid. But like when they told me, they didn't say Adam died. They said nigger died. So I have a relationship with that word. Now, I'm probably not making a lot of sense here, but you can't be restricted in what you say. You can't get across ideas when there are these restrictions, and that becomes a conversation in itself, and you can't have that conversation without being able to say the word. Anyway, I've gotten distracted. Yeah. I just see this as a time where we need to take, if there's anything we need to take back, it's language. I like I do like in the games you're forced to be nice to each other. It's kind of good. You're playing this game and you might want to go, you motherfucker, because they played a good shot, but all you can say is nice shot. I don't know. It's kind of like that with comedy. It's either all okay or none of it's okay. So either restrict speech completely or get off our fucking necks. I mean, this crow. Look at this little fucker. That's hilarious. That's such a strange thing to see. Now, someone must have trained that crow. If no one trained that crow, there's something else going on that's like real higher power shit going on because that is just not something you see every day. It's just, I gotta watch it again. This fucking crow just I mean, that to me, when I first saw this video, like later on thinking about it, I was like, okay, someone had to, because you can train crows to do shit like that. So someone had to train that crow. But if they didn't, it's like, I mean, talk about a sign from God. It's unbelievable. So we are in a time of signs and wonders. We are in that time. There are signs. There are prophecies. They're very hard to ignore. That, you know, thousands of years ago, people wrote, "This is going to happen and that's going to happen," and now these things are all happening, and it's like, wow, yeah, but I don't believe in any of that shit. Well, I do. I believe in all sorts of whack stuff, all sorts of crazy shit that most people are like, no, I'm a rational person and I don't believe in that. I believe in God. I believe in demons, angels and demons, demonic entities. I believe that there are, I don't even know that we create thoughts from within our brains as much as our brains are receptors, that we don't ever generate a single thought for ourselves. It's quite possible. And apparently the Muslims believe that they're born into, like, the free will can't possibly be a thing with Muslims because they don't believe that shit. They believe you're born into like God has already made all the decisions for you. This is the removal of free will, and now science is coming at it. And my friend Harvey could explain it a lot better than I can, because I can't explain it. If Harvey's watching now, he's probably going, "I'm not coming on the stream, dude. Keep me out of this." It's yeah, it is. So yeah, I'm not touching this one. No, that's fair. That's fine. Yeah, I believe in some crazy irrational shit that most people wouldn't believe in. That's fine. We all believe different things, but one of the things I adamantly believe is that bombing innocent women and children is pretty fucking gay. I don't know how else to put it other than to say that, hey, Israel, bombing women and children is gay. It makes you a faggot. It's probably the faggiest thing you can do. Now, not, don't want to attack gay people over this. I'm just saying it's gay. I'm not saying anything about gay people. I'm just saying that bombing women and children is as retarded as fucking another man up the arse. I mean, what's the point? Aside from the pleasure of it. If you're getting pleasure out of bombing women and children, then you're a faggy cunt. So, I mean, this has got to be one of my better streams. I got to say, this is probably the future of Box of Dogs, where I'm just going to come on and insult everyone and try and get cancelled and just completely own it and just be like, you know what, Israel, you're a bunch of faggots. You're gay. Well, it's Easter. I think I might actually make book. Okay, so comment. What we've got a comment here. Well, I was planning a massive romantic wank, not a philosophical debate. No, fair enough, man. Now do the wank. You better, like, I'm wanking. This is just masturbation. So yeah, go with the wank. But if you want to live stream the wank, come on here and we'll, I mean, no one's doing that. Who's live streaming wanks these days, right? I think we could probably fucking break Rumble if we became the wanking channel, right? Holy shit. I just woke up on the couch and spilled whiskey all over myself. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. It's the way it's done. Respect. I respect that. Well, I'll bring you some cheesecake tomorrow, brother. And you can smush cheesecake into your chest while you spill whiskey on yourself on the couch. And it'll be a beautiful thing. And we'll live stream that as well, because I don't know what to do with these channels. I mean, I don't know what to do. You know, I want this channel to be a success, and I want it to take off, and I want to, because I want to say things, and I want to, but, you know, then I end up just rambling about, you know, wanking on stream. I wonder if I mean, there are wank streams, aren't there? It's called Pornhub. That's right. Yeah, I don't watch porn anymore. It's porn is just another one of those control things. It is a weapon. It is a weapon of control. The same as sexual liberation and all this kind of stuff. It's to placate the people and make you tired and sleepy, so you never fight back. And I can say this with confidence. It's another one that is a Jewish owned industry. You know, the Jews own, or it is a Jewish person. It's a Jewish part of the cabal that owns all of the porn websites, and it's something that they do propagate. They, I think it was 2001 in Ramallah when the Jews dropped porn. No, they flooded Ramallah with drugs and whatnot, but they went in, they took over the TV stations and they broadcast porn. They started broadcasting porn on the TV stations, and they were like, why would you do that? And their explanation to the world was, well, we wanted to bring freedom to Ramallah. It's like, no, you didn't. Like, that's the opposite of what you're like. Is that what you're doing now? Every bomb, every bullet, it's a freedom bullet. We're just liberating you, man. We blew your child's head off to liberate you. We don't want you tied down with kids. If you believe in cause and effect, then it works in both directions. So there is no free will. With enough computing power, you can predict the effect of every cause to predict the future in. Okay, smarty guy. Did you know I was going to do this? So you didn't know I was going to do that, did you? I didn't know I was going to do that. That wasn't predicted. Show me a computer that can predict me doing that. And then I'll buy your illogical phallus. No, but that is the argument. Something that, yeah, he explained it well. If you believe in cause and effect, then it works in both directions. So there is no free will. With enough computing power, you can predict the effect of every cause to predict the future in. Okay, so yeah, so you can run things backwards, but I don't know that entirely discounts free will. I understand there are a lot of the scientific arguments, and I've looked into it a little bit, and I suspect it's quite possibly correct that, you know, I don't understand why the Muslims buy into it, why they say that everything you do is, you know, it's you didn't have enough. No, you didn't have enough computer. No one will ever have enough. See, no one will ever have the computing power to predict me doing stupid shit. And that is my argument against, you know, Because, okay, free will and all that, but the kind of stupid shit that I've done in my life and I do on a regular basis, if a fucking computer is ever made that can predict that, well, these theoretical computers. So I see what you're saying, though. That if you could, if you had, but how do you access the future to know the cause? I don't understand. Anyway, I'm out of tobacco, just about. I'm spilling tobacco everywhere when I do dumb shit. So, man, I didn't set up. I should have set up my thing. I could have done a music stream instead of this whining, bitching, fucking bollocks. Anyway, come on the stream, dude. I'll send you the fucking link. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I've been doing this quite a lot. There's 3 people watching. You're all invited. Right now, I'm putting the link in the chat. Now, I don't think it will come up on Rumble. But if anyone is on Rumble and they want to join the stream, comment, because I should get the comment here. If anyone wants to join the stream, come join me in the stream. Let's have a chat. In the meantime, it's a real problem, like trying to, like, I'd like to play some stuff, but we've been getting zapped repeatedly on Truth Dungeon. Oh, look, I'm live. Where to from here? 3 watching. Cool. Why am I on? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. I am going to switch over to this one, and I'm going to go. I'm going to share screen. That one. Share. We're sharing. Awesome. Let's play some music.
I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be that guy you love to ignore. I don't want to be that person with you. I don't want to be that guy with you. I don't want to be that person anymore. You can make it whole year. You can figure out who you want to be. But you can't take any more pieces of me.
Hot chicks is the answer. That's what I need on this stream, is more hot chicks. Right? Sorry about the audio in that one, folks. I switched to stereo, broadcasting in stereo, just at the last minute, because I thought, why not? because if I'm playing music, I want it in stereo. What else we got? I could play the Scatological song. I don't know. Actually, I'll go to the playlist. Let's look up some of the. Where is it? Excuse me while I'm doing this stuff. I just. Okay, I got to play one. This is my favorite song, and I've actually added some lyrics and music to this one. So let's Baby Seal. This is a beautiful song, man. I think this is one of my favorite songs that I've ever written. It's not long, but I have rewritten it and added to it.
Baby seal in the microwave. Baby seal in the microwave. Baby seal in the microwave. Keeps turning round.
This is such a beautiful song. I mean, this is fucking incredible. What a magic. Ah, yes. Shut up. Okay. You know what? I'm going to play this song as well. This is...
Oh, no, not another box of dogs.
It's another box of dogs!
one of my favorite songs that I've written. Oh, but I do.
Bye.